Hi there, this is David with SniffSpot, and I'm here to answer some of your most commonly asked questions about hosting with SniffSpot. First up, how much money can I actually make as a host on SniffSpot? That actually varies a lot depending on attributes of your spot and how much you put into it personally as a host. So it really varies, but we have hosts that are making well over $1,000 a month in earnings with SniffSpot. So there's a lot of possibility to do quite well on SniffSpot. Does my spot need to be fenced? The answer to that is no. Actually, many of our most popular spots are unfenced, but make sure that your spot is safe. So if it's not fully fenced, not next to a busy street, make sure that there are no dogs, including resident dogs, that are in the spot during actual visits, because we want our spot to be safe for private play for guests. Do I need to be close to the city? The answer to that is also no. Many of our most popular spots are pretty far out of the way, and many guests actually like making an adventure of going to visit a spot. So just because your spot's further out, you can actually still be quite popular. Doesn't matter how big my spot is. Yeah, so it does to some degree. Our most popular spots are over half an acre. That said, many spots that are less than half acre are still quite popular. So there are many things that go into making a popular spot, and only one of those is size. So don't be scared away if you have less than half an acre. Who cleans up after dogs that visit my spot? The answer is guests. Guests are required to leave a spot just like they found it. So if a guest leaves a mess, that guest actually is violating our community standards, and they can be removed from our community if they aren't abiding by our community standards. We haven't had issues with that, but we have that mechanism in place. Do you require vaccines? Yes, we do. So we require vaccines or equivalent titers for rabies and DHPP. In addition, we require up-to-date flea and parasite medications. This is to keep our hosts and other guests totally safe from any kind of unvaccinated animals. Is SniffSpot dangerous during COVID? The answer to that is actually SniffSpot is set up to be more safe than some other options during COVID. First of all, hosts and guests generally never meet. Secondly, guests are staying entirely in an outdoor area. So relative to some other options, SniffSpot is pretty safe. That said, always make sure to follow CDC guidelines and any local regulations or laws regarding COVID whenever using SniffSpot. Is there any liability risk to me as a host using SniffSpot? SniffSpot provides excellent liability coverage to protect you as a host. First, all guests need to sign a waiver that indemnifies the host before they can even use SniffSpot. Secondly, if there ever was an issue, we provide $1 million of liability insurance with each booking. So we've never had an issue. We've never had a claim or any kind of attempted claim on liability. So hosts are quite safe with SniffSpot. Lastly, we also provide damage protection. So if there ever was any damage to your property, we would also cover that damage up to $5,000. So that's all my questions for right now. Thank you so much for considering SniffSpot, and make sure to check out our website at sniffspot.com/host to learn more, and you can also get started. Thank you so much.